Both players getting great support. It's Judd Trump 2 ahead again, 6-4.
One. Eight. Nine. 16. 17.
Well, I think he's been given a big boost by the way that he took frame 2 of the evening session to get in
24.
first. But not a particularly accurate long putt from O'Sullivan.
25.
Make him feel good, but he might feel he got a bad contact again there. Jumped a little bit and stopped the cue ball fractionally. Well, he meant to slip past it. Just sizing up the two reds, a possible plant. There's a gap between the reds which is far enough to make it missable. But it wasn't the one he played on, but he'll take it.
33.
The fifth black coming up. Had that horror kick earlier, didn't he, on 88? Well, coming round, concerned he's not on
40.
this red.
And if he could just get a little bit of right-hand side on it. Right of centre on the cue ball. And it straightens up the putting angles. Well done.
41.
Again, it wasn't the red he played on the previous shot.
Yeah, he's struggling to keep tight control of the cue ball, but he's still potting them. So still on blacks.
$49.
And played through the gap on the bottom red. This is a highly promising chance now.
56.
Obviously, frame will always mean everything to him at this stage. But it's easier to play on the black than any other colour. That's okay. Left-handed player can lean across quite comfortably
64.
here. I'd say that he might consider getting the rest.
$65.
Needs this black and another red to secure the frame. And this is a pretty telling burst of putting and scoring from Judd Trump.
72. 73.
So the frame firing snookers is safe. He can now give the maximum his full attention. Stuart Bingham had one earlier in the event. Third of the season.
Played to kiss the two reds.
80.
Unless he can dig out some extraordinary plant. That's the only way. The first plant he looked at kind of takes the cue ball away from the black a bit. This one doesn't. So. Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Now it's on. But the red that he planted, the other one has gone
81.
into a potable place. That was a brilliant plant.
Where does he find these shots? He's played a few, hasn't he, this
88.
week? Yeah, we've had 3 this season. Of course, have to be 20 to trigger the £1 million bonus for
89.
everyone who's made them. But I'll tell you what, this will bring the house down. Never mind the money. The people who've paid their money to come and see this tonight would absolutely love to see a maximum.
Yeah, absolutely correct. He's not quite gone far enough. He can hold for the black, but it's not. He's not going to be quite as low on it.
96.
You know, he might consider the other red here.
$97.
Black will be for his 3rd century, but he wants a lot more than that.
Well, that is okay. Things are getting more difficult by the shot, but he's still at the table.
104.
Now this red will take him down for the black. He's got to miss the bulk colours. Oh, what a shot this is. Is it going to continue? Oh, it's not gone too far. That's a great shot. There's been so many in this break already. Cuba's got to travel. Oh dear. He wanted to get about where the yellow is to naturally go
112.
down for the black. Now, I'm not sure how he does this. It just looks like the worst angle. He's got to hit it potentially so hard, it might bounce out the middle pocket.
Guess if anyone can do it, this is the man.
White, sorry. 113.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, of course, himself has made 15 maximums. Trump looking for his 5th. This now a key shot. The 15th black. What a shame. What a shame. No maximum. But in the cold light today, the main thing is the frame, and he's gone 3 clear again with back-to-back centuries, 106 and 113. Judd Trump in charge, leading 7-4. Trump obviously disappointed not to make the maximum, but got himself within 2 of the trophy.
He really would have to win this frame. I don't think he wins the match if this frame goes in favour of the world champion.
1.
So him getting in first will provide some hope.
Not much Ronnie O'Sullivan hasn't seen his 52nd ranking event final, but something needs to happen now. It needs to happen here.
9. $16. 17.
Well, he played it well enough, but the cue ball just drifting near a cushion means, of course, this is more difficult now. Struck it nicely.
24. 25.
Well, dare I say it, but he's on blacks
32.
here.
33.
Looking at the 2 reds, looking about 3 shots ahead now.
40.
I'm sure they're a plant to the middle. Well, they are. They're in line, aren't they?
41.
Well, Well, he'll make a mental note that those two reds are in line, but for now he can pick off the other remaining loose thread at this end of the
48.
table.
49.
Well, the angle he's got here suggests he has no option but to play on the plant. Well, if he aims to just pop the first red and forget the second one's there,
56.
should be enough.
57.
The standard tonight is off the scale between these two. Same rules apply.
64.
Need 3 more pots before the frame becomes safe.
65.
I don't know if he can cut that in. It just seems to have drifted.
72.
Not a very friendly shot. It's just a bad angle, I think.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 72.
But crucially, the frame is not over yet. So I think that all the reds at the other end of the table would be in his best interest. Well, these balls have run rather strangely. That's a good way to win the frame, though. Clever shot. He wouldn't have left anything. He played to the scoreboard there. Well, the snooker's required stage
Ronnie
carrying
O'Sullivan,
on.
1. And a
Two
frame.
snookers, he's given it up.
Well, what an electrifying start to the final session of this Northern Ireland Open final. A couple of attempts at maximums. Ronnie O'Sullivan, though, crucially winning the 12th frame. Thrilling evening, just 46 minutes for the first 4 frames of the night.
Needs to be a little careful playing off the bunch. Pushing a red near a pocket, which can happen. But his safety is very good these days, Judd Trump. It isn't the first thing you consider when you think about his game, but he's kept Ronnie at bay for quite long periods in this match. Ronnie's long game has come under scrutiny because chances have not came around a lot. And the scoring, well, that speaks for itself for both players. Don't know if there's a red that just creeps into the right middle here. John will come around and have a look at it. Well, there you see it. That's the red. You can see that there's a bit of pocket sticking out to aim into. And we got a great view of it, didn't we? And it was right in. And couldn't have hit it with any great pace from that angle, I don't think. It wouldn't have gone in.
Eight. Nine. Thank you. 15. $16.
Well, it's not too bad. The reds didn't split as he expected. Well, they're onto the middle. He's already potted one to the other middle, but this one might need a bit more pace on it. Well, he managed to drop it in. Not play on anything in particular except the blue to drop in. Done well.
29. 30. 35. 36.
Just shades of world final now creeping into his game. The ability to relentlessly
41.
keep potting balls.
$42.
Well, this is the biggest one of the lot. This goes in, you think he might convert it, but if it doesn't, it gives O'Sullivan a lot. Bit awkward. Well, he leapt up in the air for some reason. I thought he'd missed it the way he looked. He's just a bit close to this one. The other one is had horrible cueing, the one near the pocket.
48.
Still, his position's not perfect, Dave.
No, but he just keeps potting, doesn't he? Superb again. But he's just leaving these awkward. It's, again, going to be tough cueing.
Well, awkward cueing, so right-handed over the top of the red. There was a shot where he really didn't finish the shot
55.
off. He was up quickly. If he'd have rolled it in, I think he would have got it, but he decided to put in a quick one there. I felt he couldn't get on the black, but it did look like he could if he played it gently.
One. Three. Four.
Played a one to the middle to free the other one up.
11.
Probably the most important passage of play in the entire match, this.
12. 19. 20. 26. 27.
'Well, he didn't get into that enough to get onto the red into the right corner. Played a cue ball across the front
33.
of the red. This is difficult into the opposite corner bag. Oh, great shot. I wasn't entirely sure, but the pace was enough to allow it to drop
34.
in. And the angle on the black takes him in behind the other red here. Well, it could be worse. He's on it down the bottom.
41.
It's not bad. What an atmosphere we've got in here tonight.
42.
Here in Belfast. Played it in a big way.
Thank
Knew he
you.
was screwing a little near to the middle pocket, but
49.
he's got a hold now for the green. Well, this is quite a
51.
clearance so far from O'Sullivan.
Yeah, Trump eventually broke down on 55. He had a series of tough pots to go for, missed one. And you just felt
54.
Ronnie O'Sullivan had to step in and make the clearance at this stage.
58.
He needs blue and pink. Big frame. looked like it was going to Trump.
63.
This has been a magnificent steal. Not out of it yet. And there's the roar from the crowd. Ronnie O'Sullivan just not going away. What a brilliant clearance that is.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
76 from the rocket. He's still in it. Just one between them. Trump now leading 7-6.
Judd has come back very well from disappointment of the champion of champions a week ago.
One.
He looked at the two reds and went out of his chair because he knew
Judd
straight
Trump.
away that his
One.
next shot was behind a colour.
So dangerous for O'Sullivan.
Foul, a miss. Judd Trump 4.
It's a good shot, that, isn't it? He didn't have to play it. And no element of safety in it. If he missed it, it was leaving Ronnie a chance.
Yellow ball.
Yeah, it seems every time O'Sullivan has hit back, Trump has hit back at him in this final. Hence, O'Sullivan's not quite managed to draw level yet.
4.
The key wasn't meant to go so close to the left corner. I think it actually hit the jaw. Slowed it down. Judd Trump
No.
break where he never really ever gets into position throughout, but just keeps on accumulating points.
10.
In position now, though.
17. 18. 25. 26. 33. 34.
Certainly a lot of tension in the room. Everyone gripped to what they're seeing here. That's not perfect by any means. It was not the sort of kiss he was
41.
looking for on that red. I think he wanted a full ball contact. Well, another right-handed shot, the last one, badly wrong. Previous frame, it cost him the frame. This time he's running away to bowl.
42.
Surely there's not a gap between the pink and the other red, to the one on the right.
45.
Well, that's tight, isn't it? It may go. Bit lucky to be there for once. Well, the point is, so very little on the snooker table is safe to Judd Trump, it seems to me. The last frame will become a distant memory for now. Wow.
54.
Because he lost the frame, not dissimilar to this. Like you say, it's one more thing
61.
to achieve, one more piece of the jigsaw.
And in it goes.
62.
Another big visit from Judd Trump. It wasn't all straightforward, but he keeps doing it in this final. Every time O'Sullivan puts him under pressure, he makes the response. That is the sign of a great player.
Well, the session we're seeing tonight is quite something. Very special snooker, both players.
69.
Ronnie must have been thinking 2 or 3 times that he was going to come
70.
back to the table here. So this will be hurting him. Judd just seems to always just be one step ahead of the game.
All the discipline he's got now, the work he's put in, that's of course what we don't see. All the hard work, he's dedicated
78.
himself, and it's paid off in spades. First live snooker he saw
84.
in the flesh. He was just a boy of 8. His father, Steve, took him to the Welsh Open.
85.
And he saw Ronnie O'Sullivan play. That inspired him to work hard as a junior, as an amateur, work his way up as a professional. And now here he is. He's going to be one frame away from retaining the title by beating O'Sullivan again. But all season, Trump has just soaked up the pressure.
92.
You've got to play out of your skin in a big match to beat him. Neil Robertson did that last week in Coventry.
102.
Well, he'll make a few better centuries than this. The circumstance of the match, the way that the last frame went against him. Just kept potting, kept scoring,
106.
kept believing. The match is not won yet, but he just opened up a 2-frame lead. As Dave said, he hadn't ever been behind in this match.
111.
Let's try as he might, Ronnie O'Sullivan has been unable to peg him back.
117.
Yes, every time something is thrown at him, he seems to find another gear. Wonderful break from Judd Trump. 124, what a final this is. Sensational snooker. He's just made 124, his 4th century of this wonderful final. Can Ronnie O'Sullivan somehow turn this around?
Well, it was never going to be an easy safety shot to catch it that thin, the red. Wouldn't surprise me if there was a further twist or two. O'Sullivan is clearly playing well.
They're watching from all sorts of places, Estonia, Australia, all around Europe, gripped by this match.
That was a lot better safety shot than it looked. Judd realised it, tapped the table. Ronnie had to avoid that red on the right. This is a real shot to examine your cue action, whether it's going through straight or not. Beautiful. That's one of the best he's hit. Not on the colour very easily, but still a nice pot, one that could inspire. Oh, they're 2 very fine shots in a row.
6. 7. 14. 15. 22. 23.
I think Ronnie certainly does control the cue ball better when he's in than Judd.
30. 31. 'Just give me a second, please, Ronnie.
Patiently waiting.
37. 38.
Well, tonight's snooker has been of the highest class.
$45. 46.
No obvious red here. Meant to covering each other up a little bit. It's a good shot to finish on that one. There was not very much room. Often the see a player play on a choice
53.
of reds. He was playing on a single red there. Delightful.
54.
Could be a plant, those two reds. On the left over to the right corner. He doesn't necessarily have to play on them. This is beautiful control of the cue ball around the black spot.
Yeah, the way he's unlocked this frame has just been a marvel to
61.
watch. The finest snooker brain there's ever been.
62.
He needs another red after the black.
Yeah, this is a very good touch play in amongst
69.
them. Almost showing his opponent, the world champion, that you can play exemplary positional shots with a delicate touch. There's a contrast in the way they go about their business. Both fabulous players, but they play the game differently to each other.
Well, how many times can the gauntlet be thrown down?
77.
It's been thrown down again by
78.
O'Sullivan. What a break. What a match.
Well, I spoke to some people in the hotel last night who were coming to watch snooker
85.
for the first time. Big final, and they were delighted with the two
86.
players they were going to see. But even more so at the standard of snooker they're playing. This is an outstanding final. One of the best.
I imagine they'll be coming back again
93.
next year.
94.
So, another century. It'll be O'Sullivan second. It's getting better and better, this match.
101.
And crucially, it's not over yet.
102.
Well, the breaks come from virtually nothing. A long red, the kind of red he hadn't
109.
been potting in this match.
$110.
So 6 centuries in total in this final.
115.
Still a potential 2 frames to come.
120. 124.
Remember, he's never been level in the match. Can he do it, though? Can he force the decider?
129.
This has been simply brilliant, this break. Not bothering with the black. 135 will do nicely. Ronnie O'Sullivan keeps the match alive with a wonderful break. Yet another century. What a final this is. O'Sullivan just looked so calm making that last break. He was really focused on working it all out, working out a plan which he executed to perfection.
He's overhit that one. I mean, I can't believe that red could be potted from there. Had to accept it.
Good grief. Could it get any better, this match?
Well, they're not meant to be easy shots, but he did knock a terrific rest shot in, but it's still more difficult with the rest than it would be without it. Oh, well, he just played it 100%. Never gave any thought to missing it. Of course,
Six.
he'll be looking to win the frame in one visit, but I don't think you start
7.
off with that mindset. Stepping stones, get to 30, get to 50. Can't run
15.
before you can walk. You've just got to take what's there for the time being.
22. 23.
I'll say it again, all the way through this match. Judd has been just one step ahead of Ronnie.
30.
He didn't want to play on this for
31.
some reason. A lot of players would be happy with this shot that he's got now. You know why. He's got on a red. He's a little fortunate there. That bottom red maybe was just protecting the remainder.
39.
I think there's a red that still pots here. And here's the biggest shot. Developing reds and getting onto a
46.
colour. Could be a match winner. Look at how he played it.
47.
He's on so many shots here. The blue is straight.
$53. 59. 60. 67. 68.
And what a break after the way O'Sullivan won that last frame. What a break to win the title.
And Ronnie's played a big part in this match. He's played very well. But right now, Judd Trump is the best player on the planet. The last
75.
year has been quite something for him. Started here with a win over Ronnie.
76.
He's gone on to achieve just about everything you can imagine in that year. Hard work all the way through. He's lived and breathed snooker.
Yes, his third ranking title.
And this must be
84.
a great feeling for him, all that hard work.
It's not another century. 84 then to win. A brilliant final between two authentic crowd pleasers, and it's the man of the year, Judd Trump, who is our champion once again in Belfast. He weathered several storms. Ronnie O'Sullivan threw everything at him time and time again. Trump responded. He's the winner here at the waterfront by 9 frames to 7.